Good morning and welcome to Desert King's Falconry. I thought it would be a pretty cool chance, since we've introduced you guys to a few of our birds, to kind of take you through just kind of what an average day looks like as an abatement falconer. Today we're only working with one bird, and that's going to be Luca. You've probably seen him the most. That's Ahsoka making all those noises. Luca's making a few noises too. We're gonna give Ahsoka some food because she's actually molting at the moment. I got a few birds here for her. And then we're gonna take Luca out and go fly him. So this is Ahsoka. This is a bird I personally trained, so she's really special to me. And currently she's going through the molt. I just like to go in here about every day or about every other day and just see how many feathers she's dropped, check her feet, make sure that she looks nice and healthy, is well fed, that she is retaining her weight. Because as she's dropping all of those old feathers, brand new ones are going to start coming in. And if there's anything wrong health-wise with her, sometimes those feathers don't grow in properly. So I want to make sure that she's doing good, so she'll have a nice new set of feathers for next season. You can see there all the feathers that she's dropped so far. Well, she is looking pretty good, pretty happy there, real healthy. I'm going to give her a little bit of food by hand. She's not super aggressive with the food because she is pretty full at the moment. So I'll let her eat from my hand for a little bit, and then I'll just set her down, leave her alone, and we'll get going for the day. Okay, now that we got Luca, let's go ahead and go weigh him to make sure that he is set for the day. So this here is Luca's scale. Once that hits 0, we're good to set Luca on top of there. Get his weight real quick. So he's 618. He usually flies closer to 640, so we can afford to feed him a lot more than normal today, probably closer to about 120 grams versus his normal, 60 to 100 grams. Much of our work is done out of a vehicle. Now, we have a lot of different locations that we do. We're flying the bird out of the vehicle. We use hawks and air cannons. So whenever there are pigeons on the ground, I got to get them off the ground so that I can find a safe spot to then get them with the air cannons. So right now, we don't really have very many pigeons up on the roofs for us to use the air cannon. So I'm bringing out the hawk. We're gonna scare off a few pigeons back up to the roof. If he catches them, cool, that's a pigeon removed, but the real goal is just to get him back up on that roof so we can take him out with an air cannon. Good boy. So today I am in communication with Travis. Travis is like one of our awesome air cannon guys. He's super good at what he does. And so I'm just communicating to him where I'm at, if a hawk is out, and just making sure that we get those pigeons up on the roof so then he has an opportunity to use the air cannon here and take them out. Enjoy. Now that we got our pigeon job all done, it's time to make our way to the resorts. This is one of the nicer parts of the day. It's just a time where we can let the hawk fly around and basically allow him to do what he wants. Thankfully, there's not much to a location like this. You can kind of see our dining area back there. All we really got to do is keep him busy, which can actually sometimes be a little difficult to do when there's so many distractions. This is a pretty, urban environment. Probably not as urban as somebody or a falconer working in like downtown LA or Las Vegas. But we spend quite a lot of times at the resorts. And what we're really doing is we're just trying to help keep animals like grackles, starlings, and pigeons out of the dining area so that people can enjoy their food. Tables and their food stay cleaner and sanitary. And I think the biggest challenge in one of these places is just making sure that the hawk stays busy and doesn't get distracted, because in a spot like this, there's just a ton of rabbits that they can find throughout here. How I feed him throughout the day so that he doesn't eat too much is a little bit unique. I don't cut up tidbits at all. So what I like to do is use pretty much a giant piece. We got a ringneck dove here. And I will call them into the glove with the whole meat. So they come in pretty motivated. I'll let him take a bite or two. And then I'll hide it using my hand and bring it down to the pocket. So it seems to work really well. That way I can take a hawk that only eats roughly 100 to 150 grams a day. I can fly him throughout the day without overfeeding him all in one location. So as we're flying Luca around the dining area, our goal is just to, of course, again, keep him busy, make sure that he stays in the area so he's scaring off all those pest birds. But this is a time where we're really just visible. And so a lot of people like to come over and ask questions. So you can kind of see here, as I'm chatting with a few people, they're taking photos of the hawk and asking, a bunch of different questions about what, species he is, what's his name, how long have we had him, how old is he? So this can become just a really cool opportunity to teach people about wildlife and just how important they are. So after the lunch rush, we are done for the day. It's one of those shorter days for us because the temperature is increasing and the birds don't really want to fly too much longer than they normally do. But I think Luca did a fantastic job. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please go ahead and hit subscribe, and we'll see you next time.